Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for members of the committee for being here. It's no secret America's colleges and universities are on a downward spiral. At home, the Biden administration is pursuing an unlawful free college agenda. Abroad, foreign adversaries are peddling nefarious influence schemes at our research institutions. Both legislative measures that I'll speak in support of today work to address these concerns. The first measure is the Congressional Review Act, CRA, resolution to overturn the Biden administration's reckless income-driven repayment IDR rule, known as the Saving on a Valuable Education, SAVE, repayment plan. We can all agree the federal student loan system is broken, but this scheme will only further exacerbate the problems of rising college costs and excessive borrowing. Experts estimate that the SAVE Act will cost taxpayers as much as $559 billion, making it the costliest regulation in U.S. history. The reality is the Biden administration and its allies are using backdoor free college policies to enact their socialist fantasies and curry favor ahead of the next election, all at the expense of the American taxpayer. Democrats always talk about fairness, but there's nothing fair about the 87% of Americans who don't have student loan debt taking on the debt of the 13% who do have loans. That's why I urge the passage of the CRA resolution to stop the Biden administration's illegal scheme and send a strong message to the administration that Congress will not tolerate a dictator-in-chief. The second measure is H.R. 5933, the Deterrent Act, which brings much-needed transparency to the financial ties that our universities have with foreign entities. While it's not uncommon for American institutions to have research and financial partnerships with foreign institutions, we know that our adversaries like the Chinese Communist Party often hijack these legitimate partnerships to undermine our nation's interests. A new report from the network Contagion Research Institute found that at least 200 higher education institutions withheld information on $13 billion in contributions from foreign regimes. Of course, this number is certainly just the tip of the iceberg. Without transparency, we have no idea the true amount of the use of these foreign funds. That's unacceptable and the reason we must pass the Deterrent Act. This bill holds institutions accountable by slashing the foreign gift reporting threshold for colleges, especially for adversarial nations like China, Russia, and Iran. It also closes reporting loopholes that have allowed institutions to skirt the rules. Most importantly, however, this bill puts in place strong enforcement mechanisms that will lead to greater accountability, like pulling Title IV funding for institutions that refuse to comply. The bottom line is that the Deterrent Act will keep our adversaries at bay and hold our institutions to a higher standard. With that, I urge passage of the Deterrent Act, and I yield back.
I thank Chair and